gets home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been EASports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.
So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Ty Johnson now to return. Returns looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now a give to Cook, running left. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Allen setting up play action. He puts everything behind this one. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot.
Wanted to get it to Cooper, but it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it. Have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He's on the move, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. They're going for this. He rolls to his right. He connects downfield Working quickly here. First down, Williams. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And the defender comes away with it. DeMar Hamlin picks it on. And the Bills get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
From the 29. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll be touched down after a big play.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Allen now on first down. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Buying some time left. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he loses control of the interception in the end zone. Could have taken away some potential points, but instead, new life, third down. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They start out with a 3rd and 6. Play action now with Allen. He's looking deep once again. This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds too. Great work. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Another one for Cook.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Escapes the pocket. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. And the Bears get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. They still need 10, but the offense getting set on 4th down. Working from the gun, Williams. He puts some juice on a deep throw. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get some late points and the lead. It's a roll the dudes, a touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Reception! Picked off by Terrell Bernard.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for two. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and really show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Returning it from the 4. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. Vacates quickly left side. Big gain downfield. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st down throw for Allen. And the 1st down pass set away by a defender, incomplete.
You ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Second down, Allen throwing again. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
This throw is cut. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Trying it left side with Cook. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bills tie it just before halftime. It's a James Cook touchdown. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in, so leave that score as is. To that missed point after, he can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Tyler Scott now to return it. And he's brought down quickly right inside his own 10.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead,
he just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play. And then all of a sudden, in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately, there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? hey, I'm trying to make a play, I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And the Bears are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Bass now to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 13. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Rolling out to his left. Completed here to Komet. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. DeMar Hamlin getting there for the tackle. Williams from the gun. Buying some time right. Throw reeled in by Allen. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down, here's Swift. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense in the hurry up here.
On the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bills' 41-yard line.
From the 41. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now here's Williams. Completed to his running back. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll make a... The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is scooped up by the Bills. Along the right sideline. There's space. And Buffalo will take this one back for the touchdown. The Bills grow the lead coming out of halftime. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. But he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kid, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have 2 hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. And this defense, well, they took advantage.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Scott now to return. Big lift from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Made at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Headed out right. Shakes himself free. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Williams set to pass. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted.